This is your bi-weekly love reading. For your reading today, I'm using the Thelema Tarot deck as my primary tarot deck. I will be clarifying, not clarifying. At the end of your reading, I'm pulling a guidance message from the romance angels for Gemini suns, Gemini moons, and Gemini risings, so stay tuned for that. Hi Gemini, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading from April 1st through the 15th, 2018. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's go ahead and get started. Spirit, what are the bi-weekly love messages and energies for the sign of Gemini? All Geminis that may be watching, Gemini suns, Gemini moons, Gemini risings, Geminis on the house cusp, and also Venus and Gemini. What do they need to know regarding their love lives from April 1st through the 15th, 2018? What are the love messages and energies for the sign of Gemini? April 1st through the 15th of 2018. What do I need to know regarding their love lives? Spirit. Seeing a lot of fire sign energy. Could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Now let's do one more here for the sign of Gemini. April 1st through the 15th, Spirit. What are the bi-weekly love messages and energies? Okay. Just move the cards up here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Someone's coming out of a cold, cold place. Could be, Gemini, that someone did something to you that made you feel very separate from them. If you're dealing with an earth sign, you're starting to come out of a place where you're feeling like basically this person wasn't giving you emotional security. They weren't giving you a feeling of being included, and they were probably acting a bit self-righteous as well. Underneath that, we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So yeah, you gave up on waiting for someone to come around and see your point of view, but I feel like the situation has lessened in severity. You're now starting to see that you can get help, that you don't have to stay in this place where it's a little bit chilly. And if this is how you view the other person, if this is how you're viewing the other person, this is the picture that they're painting for you. It doesn't feel very warm and fuzzy. In fact, there is suffering here, is what I'm saying, which you're coming to an end of. The suffering is coming to an end, is what I'm saying. Queen of Swords, there you are, Gemini, in your element. Very nice. Your challenge is the Three of Cups. What has put you here is the Moon. Yeah, a lot of signs getting this. We do have a full moon tomorrow in Libra. Okay, Nine of Swords in your thoughts and feelings. Your recent past is the Eight of Wands. And then in the near future, you have the Eight of Swords. So you walk into March with the Queen of Swords. Or not March, April, sorry. Did I say March? That's weird. Oh, well, I know we're going into April, so I'm not sure why I said that. I wanted to say marching into April. That's what I wanted to say. You're marching into April with the Queen of Swords. Composed, knowing who you are. She is an excellent communicator, the Queen of reason and intellect. You aren't going to let anyone pull the wool over your eyes. You are, I don't know, there's just something very profound about you. And I'm seeing all the butterflies here, and butterflies to me represent rapid growth and change. Metamorphosis. It's like you're coming into your own, Gemini. That's what I'm seeing. And she holds the sword here. Unafraid to use it, but usually I'm seeing her as she's just protecting herself here. Protecting yourself with your intelligence, protecting yourself with your words, protecting yourself with your honesty, your authenticity. Okay, so just really being you. Challenging you is the Three of Cups. To me, the Three of Cups has more to do with friendship than love. Now, this can also represent a love triangle in which there are 3 people involved. In the challenge position, I read it in reverse. So, trouble amongst friends. Friends that have deserted or gossiped behind your back. This could even be that there's third party here. And maybe that's rubbing you the wrong way. What is helping you is your friends as well. So your community, your friends, your friendships that you have good, strong relationships with, your support circle, your support net. That is what is helping you right now. It's like your friends are helping you get through a difficult situation. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Also, it's a good time for you to socialize, to go out and socialize. I'm seeing that as well. Yes, what has put you here is the moon. So deep reflection, deep emotion, use of your intuition, having to see, walking down a dark hallway with no light, having to just use your intuition, use your hands to feel your way through. You're feeling your way through this situation. I also feel like something made you feel confused. Something made you feel confused. I'm also seeing just a little bit of fear, doubts and fears here, but in general, the moon to me represents illusions and confusion. So, you really had to rely on your intuition at this time. What else am I picking up here? Well, just not everything just wasn't what it seemed. So you had to figure out what was the truth and what was just an illusion. And I feel like you're able to do that now. But for a while there, you were kind of, I'm just getting, you had, this beautiful, it's like that Neptune and Pisces energy. That's what I'm picking up. Also, the moon represents, for me, Cancer, could represent a Scorpio, and also possibly Pisces energy here. We just came out of Pisces season, so. In the past, we have the Eight of Wands, which is, it is energy, fast-moving energy, things moving fast. Messages coming at you. Now, the Eight of Wands doesn't really have a direction. These wands are all sort of suspended in the air. Kind of remind me of the broomsticks, or I don't know what you call them. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but they do remind me of, it's something coming flying and fast at you. So you may have been receiving a lot of communications. These are the arrows of passion. And I think that I'm seeing the communications coming in. I'm not necessarily seeing you responding to them. It could just be that you had a good amount of energy approaching you in the past. It could have been romantic communication, possibly with a fire sign. I'm also, like I said before, I don't know why I can't talk today. I'm seeing water sign energy here. Okay, so you may have been in communication with a water sign or a fire sign. What you're thinking and feeling, you have the Nine of Swords. So you're a little bit stressed out in your head, and I'm seeing like insomnia, ruminating, going over the same thing over and over again in your head. A little bit of paranoia. Mostly I'm just seeing anxiety here. So something making you anxious, something making you maybe question yourself a little bit. Although I don't see it getting to that point where it's, yes, I'm seeing that maybe you are questioning some things here. That's giving you anxiety. Going into the near future, we have the Eight of Swords. So it's interesting. This is in your manifest position. It's also what you're thinking and feeling And so, fortunately, something doesn't end. We don't go overkill. We go back to the Eight of Swords. That's why I feel like this is one-way communication. The arrows come in and then they stop. They stop with you. You need to analyze this communication. You need to understand. It's bringing up some feelings here. It's bringing up some things from the subconscious, from the depths of your emotions. You're analyzing it with your mind, not with your heart. This could have to do with a relationship in which there are more than one person involved. There is more than one person involved. Where I see this going, Gemini, you have a tendency to get stuck, to not move forward. It's fine to analyze, but be careful of... I realize you're taking a step back here with the Eight of Swords, but what you're actually doing is you're stopping the momentum of this energy. You're not releasing something because you still have all these questions going on in your mind. Kind of like an analysis paralysis is what I'm getting. For every reason you can think of, for every positive, there's a negative. So something here is not allowing you to move forward. I'm tempted to go ahead and clarify why that is. Why is the Eight of Swords coming up here in Gemini's future? Why is the Eight of Swords coming up in Gemini's future? I mean, I think it has to do... Well, I'm not going to say. Let's just figure out what this Eight of Swords is. Why is this Eight of Swords coming up in Gemini's future? Five of Swords. Well, someone has been nasty to you. Someone doesn't know how to communicate. This is, you know, the card of someone being an asshole. So it's kind of either that, or it's telling me that you want to win at all costs, and in order to win, you feel like either you're going to remain where you are and hope that this person comes and rescues you, or the way that you think you're going to win this situation is by not doing anything, remaining where you are. Remember, this is not a true victory. This is a Pyrrhic victory. There are no winners, and the reason for that is because the loss is equal to or greater than the gain. No winners. So you kind of have like a take no prisoners mindset. At the same time, you're kind of holding yourself hostage to your own thoughts and beliefs. Two of Swords, which actually I see in this card. You can see it right here. So she's of two minds. Now, fortunately, this card indicates that you do really care about someone, and you don't want to get hurt, and you don't want to hurt that person. And so you're not making a decision right now. So it indicates a stalemate. As the underlying theme or challenge of this reading, I do not see any progress being made over the next 2 weeks. If this is regarding a relationship, you are going to win by doing nothing. I don't know what you call that. Okay, Gemini, let's take a look at your guidance messages from the Romance Angels. We'll start with Gemini Suns. You have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. So I do feel like love is here for you. Love is coming, but you need to decide what you want so the universe can send it to you. If you're giving off a signal that you're unclear, the universe will respond by giving you something unclear. So be open to your heart, what your heart wants. Open up your intuition, figure out what you want, and then communicate that to your guides, to the universe, through your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, and you will it will come to you very soon, within days actually. I feel like someone here is just waiting for you to make up your mind. Once you do that, you're in the clear. Gemini moons, 2 cards came out for you. We have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. They don't want you to give up just yet. Of course, if it is time, if you feel like you've put in enough work here, you know, be sure to rest, etc. But they're telling me that Gemini moon, that it's not over. There's still love here, okay? With your soulmate, your partner. This is for people who are in partnership or who want to be in a partnership. We also have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. I'm seeing here this soulmate energy as well for Gemini moon. And I kind of feel like I may be talking to 2 different groups of Gemini moons here. I see like the angel wings on both of these, so I really do feel like, you know, this is about working on your relationship with your soulmate, and this could potentially be a partnership. Okay. If you are a Gemini rising, we have unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So either, you know, the person that you like does not like you back, or person that likes you, you do not like them. Obviously, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Pretty straightforward. Bye-bye, see you, you know, go to the door, I'll see you later. But it doesn't have to be that harsh. It could probably just be something that's pretty obvious, where you sense that something is not right here, and better to cut your losses and move on if that is the case, because there are plenty of fish in the sea. Gemini, these are your guidance messages from the lovely romance angels. I hope that they have helped you, and I send you off with many blessings, love and light. Bye.